Hi, my name is Karen Gravano, and you're watching BOSSIP. I think that it was a very good experience. Storm and I both learned a lot about our relationship and how to communicate. Some things worked for us, some things didn't, you know. It's just always a work in progress, I think, in any relationship. It was crazy though, very explosive, a lot of surprises. For me, like when we were on Mob Wives, all the girls, we grew up together, we knew each other. So it was kind of like, you know, people's reactions, you know. This was totally different because I didn't know anybody on the cast. Like we just met, so you're in a house with a bunch of strangers and you're telling like your innermost secrets, and you know, it was interesting. It was emotional, it was very dramatic, and it was fun. I had fun sometimes. Storm and I met in through a mutual friend in a nightclub, and we've been together for almost 5 years. It's a long time. You know, Storm and I have always had a very rocky relationship. You know, we've had a lot of struggles in the past, and when the opportunity was presented to me, I thought it would be great because, you know, we one time visited the idea of like, well, he told me I was crazy and needed therapy, but I think that he's crazy. So I thought it would be a great idea, you know, and then just the whole idea of like being in a house 2 weeks together with no cell phones, and you know, I think we were really able to understand each other and see if we really like each other. Who knows? I think my main thing is communication. Storm doesn't hear me when I talk. Like this is something that we've established in Marriage Boot Camp, that, you know, he could say 4 + 4 is 8, and I say 6 + 2, you know what I mean? And it's totally two different things, but you get the same answer, but he doesn't hear me when I say it. It's like he'll argue and tell me I'm wrong, and he thinks I'm a drama queen, which I don't see myself as a drama queen at all. I see him as arrogant and pig-headed and stubborn, and I'm trying to express myself. So if it comes across as drama, oh well, he's creating that, right? It was rough. There's no other way to say it. You know, everywhere you turn, there's cameras, there's people, you don't have privacy, you can't get away from your issues. I think that was a big thing for me, is like I can't just I can't turn him off and walk in, you know, the bathroom. And then it was, you know, it was hard. It was hard. And I think that, you know, for us, it's still hard. You know, a lot of times, like especially on the prior show that I did, when the cameras go off, it's like the cameras go off. Here, you're 2 weeks, cameras are on all the time, so you can't get away from it. It's like your reality, you know, I know it's a reality show and it's being filmed as reality. It's like you can't just turn it off, so it was very intense. My breakthrough moment was, you know, it was kind of like we were sitting at a table, I remember, and I think Kiki and Michael were there, and Margot, and we were just talking, and he admitted that he doesn't listen to me. And he said, I have to understand that it's not always my way. You know, it's not, and he's actually the one that brought up the whole mathematics thing, because he's like, I get it now, like 4 + 4 is 8, but if she gets to that answer by 6 + 2, then, you know what I mean, I have to accept that. And that's a big thing with Storm. It's like this way, this way, this way, this way, and I'm not that girl. LUV. Listen, understand, and validate. I think for me, that's something that I took away. It's a very powerful tool, and it works for me in everyday life, not just with Storm. I mean, because I think he's the one person that makes that whole concept go out the window if we're arguing. I'm like, wait, LUV, we say it a million times, but it's hard when you know it's your man. But in any relationship in life, I think that's a very good tool.